Giambattista!
I just want to apologize to everybody right now. I'm sure you all paid and came out to see an enthusiastic comic, but like Steve said, I'm a proud parent and a first-time parent of a 6-week-old. Thank you. The people that are laughing do not have kids. And the parents, I could tell all of you, because you just sat there shaking your head saying, "You poor silly bastard. If only we knew you, we could have told you." It's too late. But I'm not naive. I knew that having a child was going to be hard. I didn't know it was going to be this hard. The first 2 weeks were amazing. You're high on emotion and cocaine, and it's just... But then week 3 comes and just the cocaine's not working anymore. I love my son, I love him so much. Sometimes I just hold him because the most amazing feeling, it's like a switch goes off. He was born and instantaneously it was overfilled with this joy, and that no one can ever take that away from me. And one day no one will ever take that away from you, and I just sometimes hold him and I say, "You're the most amazing thing to ever happen to me. And you're an asshole." I say, "He's just a baby. He knows what he's doing." First 2 weeks, like I said, he's sleeping 20 hours a day. Week 3, sleeping 3 hours a day. Weeks 4 and 5, he's sleeping midnight till 6. Make up your mind. You are driving us crazy. Now, week 6, he's waking up past midnight every hour on the hour, just crying, wanting to be fed. He's screaming when I'm feeding him past midnight. He's screaming because his diaper is wet. He's screaming when I turn on the lights. That's not a baby, that's a gremlin. I put gremlins on the other day because I didn't know how to handle the situation. How did Gizmo beat the gremlin? Fire. Alright, when it's 3 in the morning and you're sleep deprived, fire sounds pretty awesome. I would never light my baby on fire. We're at a comedy club telling jokes. Also, my wife would light me on fire. So we did the whole thing. We bought the books when we found out we were pregnant. Right? She did the work. We're pregnant. We went to the class. We did the whole thing. We went to birthing class. Now that's not Lamaze. That's not breathing. I got breathing under control. I've been doing that my whole life. I got that. Birthing class is when they tell you what the signs of labor are when she goes into labor and what I'm supposed to do as a supporting husband. I said, "Doc, I got this. Epidural, placenta, dilated, contractions. I watch ER and Grays. I know what's going to happen." Let me tell you something. Hearing the word dilated and seeing the word dilated are 2 totally different things. Now, my wife's petite, so when the doc goes, "And this is 10 centimeters, I did what any supportive husband would do. I looked at her and said, "I am so sorry. That looks terrible. Good luck." So our water breaks, we rush to the hospital, and the doctor says, "Adam, I see here that you completed our birthing class. Would you like to be in the delivery room?" I said, "Doctor, no. But my wife is making me go in the delivery room." But we worked out a deal. I said, "I'm going to be in my safe zone, which is from your shoulder to the top of your head. And that's where I'm going to stay, in my happy place." But it's an emotional time. And the doctor says, "Your son is coming." And I said, "Doctor, I'm ready. I want to see." And I went down to that no-fly zone. And I started crying with emotion. because I can never unsee what was seen. And my brain, no matter how hard I try, will never let me forget. The doctor at the end said, after your wife gives birth, you can't have sex for 6 weeks. I said, Doc, that's okay. We both need time to recover. My wife, I fell in love with my wife more than I did the day before she had that child of mine, because that was just the most amazing thing to see a woman go through. I said to her, honey, I love you. You did a great job. You were in labor for 2.5 hours pushing. But I could see she was pissed because she said, all I had to do was push for 2.5 minutes. I said, I'm going to let that sink in, it was a sexual act. She said, hey, I want to get pregnant. Can you help out? I said, baby, I'm a perfectionist. Give me 5 minutes. Only took 2. And a half. Guys, I'm going to leave you off with this last thing, all right? I love raising our son. It's hard, man. Everything that I do with him around is going to affect his development, including when my wife and I fight. Yes, we fight. I know, it's shocking. 2 fiery, stubborn Italian Americans living in a 1-bedroom apartment with a newborn in the Bronx. Who would have thought they'd be fighting there? So my wife says, Adam, when we fight, it's going to affect him. We have to stop fighting. I said, that's not going to happen. So instead, we came up with a better solution. Now when we get into arguments, we sing fights. Got my fingers up, cause I don't give a fuck. I'm going out with my friends. Hanging with my friends like, yeah. Drinking with my friends like, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going out with my friends. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't know when I'll be home. That's when I go out with the boys. Guys, you've been a great crowd. Let's beat this thing. Adam Giambattista.